Welcome to our show. Join our flow. It's the 52nd Street PROJcast.
Hello and welcome. From the heart of Hell's Kitchen, this is the PROJcast, a podcast created by the community at the 52nd Street Project. We are a non-profit in New York City that works with the young people of Hell's Kitchen, partnering them with professional artists to create original work that is then performed free of charge for the public. I'm John Sheehy, Director of Institutional Advancement here at the project. If you've been following the PROJcast for a while, you likely know about our Smart Partner program, which is where we pair a young person up with an adult, and they meet weekly throughout the school year. They generally set their own agenda for their meetings, but we also occasionally run an amazing race-style competition where they get points for completing certain activities, one of which is recording a conversation for the PROJcast. Today we have two such talks, one with a fairly new pair, Matteo and Wilkes, and one with a pair who've been meeting for over 6 years, Xavier and Ronald Peet. They sat for these recordings just at the end of 2024. Take a listen.
Hello, my name is JJ.
My name is Matteo.
And you are about to hear about our trials and tribulations as smart partners here at the project.
Yeah.
Now, Matteo, I don't know about you, but I think we've developed a little bit of a reputation around these parts of the project. Wouldn't you say so?
Yeah, I would think so.
How would you describe what our reputation is at the project?
The first thing that came to my mind was immediately we do a lot of sugar-related things.
We do a lot of sugar-related things. Some have accused me of being a sugar pusher. I can't deny those allegations necessarily. We have baked a lot. We've taste tested a lot. Do you have any standouts of the things we've taste tested so far?
Cookies, cookie dough, edible cookie dough. We've baked brownies. We've done candy in cookies.
I feel like you're leaving out the most iconic one we did, which was the crumble cookie review.
That's what I meant by cookies.
Well, we've done a few cookies, but that one in
Okay.
particular,
Fair.
not to brag, we went viral on Instagram. We got over 50,000 views for our cookie crumble review. Woo!
Yeah.
Crumble commented on it. They were obsessed with Matteo. He's a tough reviewer. You are not one to give someone a 10 just for, effort. They have to earn a good score from you.
I am.
Where would you say your critique comes from, your high standards?
I don't know. I've just had a lot of good food in my life, so I feel like that maybe some people could have done better. You know, I'm a tough cookie to crack.
What? Yeah, that's tea. So Matteo, you grew up your whole life in New York City. I moved to New York right before high school, so when I was your age, I wasn't in New York yet. Do you think that's also kind of shaped your opinions of things and made you a little more critical? Because you're a much more worldly person, shall we say, than maybe I was when I was 11.
I think that wouldn't change much, but I think it would change a tiny bit of how I critique and review certain things.
For sure. I'm curious, would you describe yourself as a New York City lover? Are you a big fan of the city, or do you kind of fantasize about getting out one day?
I like New York City. I think it's fine, but there are definitely better places to live, so.
Name them. We want their names, Matteo.
Okay. Well, honestly, mostly Manhattan is also, like, the main part that's really, first of all, expensive and rat infested.
Okay, true.
And just overall, not the best, but
But
yeah.
we what do we have? We have good public transportation.
Yeah.
We have Central Park, which can be cute sometimes.
Yeah.
We have Broadway, which is, a big thing for me. Live theater, live entertainment.
That's our thing.
Yeah. So there's some positives, right?
Yeah.
All right, so let's take it back to the project. So you've been at the project, well, actually, I don't know. I don't know who's been there longer, if it's you or me. What year did you start the project, and how did you get involved?
I started in 2022, first playmaking, and I was here because basically almost all of my family was here too. So my dad, my sister, and my other sister came here before me, so...
And that's what we call nepotism. No, I'm just kidding. That's called a legacy. We love to see it. That's awesome. Okay, so I think I might have started just a few months before you did, because I also started in 2022, but in the beginning of the year.
Yeah, okay.
I'm trying to remember what
I started in December.
Of 2022?
So, yeah, really late.
Yeah, okay. I started in maybe March or April. Okay, so we started somewhat around the same time.
Yeah.
And we became smart partners last year, right? So September 2023?
Yeah.
And what made you want to get a smart partner?
You know, I was given the opportunity, and they just asked me, hey, do you want to have a smart partner? And I like the idea of it. Have a companion.
And he's been disappointed every day since.
Yeah. No. You're a good friend.
Aw, thank you. So are you.
But yeah, I thought the idea was cool that I could have a person to do activities with and help me with stuff. So that's how I got a smart partner, and that's how you spawned.
That's how I spawned. Yeah, I'm trying to think of. I guess it was Natalie probably who emailed me. It was either Natalie or Kat, but I think it was Natalie who emailed me in the fall of last year asking if I was interested in being a smart partner. And honestly, I was so honored that they even thought of me for it, because I knew what it was, but I didn't think, because at that point I was still somewhat new. I'd only been there a little over a year. So I was really, really flattered and touched that they asked me. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun. We've done some cool stuff.
It has.
We also did, oh my gosh, I just forgot, the gross sodas.
Oh, the gross sodas.
Yeah, tell them about that.
Okay. The gross sodas was definitely an interesting experience that we had. So one day, you know, we had to plan out our visit, what we were going to do. And Jason decided to make an idea that we should try some gross sodas, because I always see them on, like, YouTube and stuff. So I thought it would be really cool if I would actually be able to try them. So one day, just walked in, and Jason just had some sodas in his hand, and I was pretty excited for it. I didn't really think it was going to be that bad, because I didn't think they could get worse than a lot of things, so.
Let me say for the record, it was horrible. There were maybe 2 that were okay. This was the one challenge that defeated me. Let's just say that much. I can't say I conquered it. I was defeated. I felt violated. I felt deceived. Because you're thinking, how can it be that bad? It's that bad. These were the flavors. It was like brain rot. It was...
I think it was like
grass.
It was like zombie brain, grass.
The grass one was actually better than some of the other ones. I'm trying to think of like what...
Grass one wasn't bad at all.
Bacon was horrible, I thought.
Bacon, I can't do.
No, yeah, they were nasty. Most of the stuff we make...
There's also a pimple.
Yes! That one was horrible.
That one was disgusting. You said that one was fine. I thought that one was disgusting. And then
I
you
said it was fine?
Then you said the grass was disgusting, and I said it was fine.
Wow. You probably remember
bacon,
better than I do.
I handled everything okay. I handled everything pretty fine, but the bacon was too much.
There's video evidence. The bacon one got you.
Disgusting.
Yeah. But I would say other than that one, everything we've done has been pretty pleasant. We also went to the Hershey store. We made a gigantic custom
the Reese's
cup. Yeah. That was intense.
It had marshmallow fluff, chocolate syrup. It had did it have mini like M&Ms? Mini M&Ms, more marshmallows.
See, guys, I'm the sugar pusher. I can't deny it. All right, so what are some things you're looking forward to? We're kind of nearing the end of 2024, which is weird. I don't know how you feel. I feel like this has been an odd year.
I feel like time has really gone faster this year.
Yeah. Well, you started a new
yeah.
school. That's kind of a big deal. So, new school, new grade. Yeah, there's been a lot of changes this year, for sure. Are you excited about the new year? Do you feel whatever about it? How are we feeling?
I feel pretty good about going into 2025. I don't really know what's gonna happen, but I'm excited. I'm excited. This year was a very good year.
Good.
I think.
Good.
A lot of fun times. So.
Yeah, I'm also looking forward to a new year. What do you say we reach into the bucket and we do rapid fire questions for each other? Now, for those listening at home, we have not planned this. You are hearing our live time real answers.
Yeah.
We're about to learn stuff about each other. I'm nervous, but I'm ready. Oh, yeah.
Lightning round.
Lightning round. Are you ready, Matteo?
Absolutely.
All right, reach in, grab one.
What is the point of going to college?
Why would you read that question to someone with a
That is
BFA in acting? What is the point of going to college? Well, I would say it's very individual for each person. I would say that college isn't the only option, but it is certainly a good option for a lot of people. And I would say it's a good option for people who want to continue learning about something that they get to choose what they learn about. You know, in high school and before that, you're kind of forced to take all these classes. When you get to college, you get a lot more opportunity, a lot more agency to do what you want to do. It's also a great opportunity to become independent. It's kind of like growing up summer camp in a lot of ways. You're living on your own for the first time. So I would say for the life experiences, that's probably the main thing, and everything you can learn is just a benefit too. But I really believe it's one good option of many good options, and it all depends on the person.
Okay. Now you picked one.
Yes. White chocolate, yes or no?
Oh my God. No.
Why no?
Because white chocolate, I feel like white chocolate it isn't really chocolate. Or that's what I think, because for me, chocolate it's a nice, sweet candy that's brown, and white chocolate is white, and I don't like the taste of it. I think it's just weird. It's just abnormal.
It's just weird. It's just abnormal. You heard it here first. Matteo is a white chocolate hater. Hateration.
Yes, I am.
All right. Next question. You get to pick.
What are 3 interesting facts about you?
1, this is a bombshell I've gotten a lot comfortable saying out into the world, but number 1, I've seen the musical Wicked live 78 times. Just for the record, at the time of recording this, the Wicked movie has not come out yet, but so far I have seen the Broadway production 78 times. Number 2, you might not know this one actually. In high school, I was a youth ambassador in the country of South Korea. So I went to all these meetings my entire junior year of high school. And then in the spring of my junior year, I went to South Korea. And I represented the U.S. as a high schooler.
Wow.
That's a random piece of lore, huh?
Crazy.
That's a lore drop. And then I would say, 3rd fact, I'm a Pisces. If you know me, I am a Pisces through and through. Hardcore Pisces. What is your favorite fruit?
Dang, I'm getting the easy questions.
You are. What's going on?
My favorite fruits, I like bananas. My favorite fruit is bananas.
Nice. I like bananas too.
Potassium, tastes good, go good in the smoothie.
They're great in smoothies. I actually, right before I came here, I put a banana, I chopped it up, put it in the freezer, because when I get home, I'm going to make a smoothie and just blend it up. It's going to be delicious.
And my second favorite fruit is a strawberry.
Strawberries are good. What about mango or pineapple?
First, I don't really eat mango that much. Second, I like pineapple. I really like pineapple. It's probably my third.
Word.
But, yeah, the one thing that's off about it is the spiky feeling it leaves in your mouth.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Apparently it's something with the enzymes, and every single person is somewhat allergic to pineapples, which is kind of crazy.
Dang. What's your greatest memory?
Greatest memory? What a crazy question.
These are insane.
Of all time? Is that how we're interpreting it? Like the best moment of my life?
Let's just say greatest memory of 2024 because that's a big question.
Okay, that's easier. And it's immediate. I recently went to Miami, Florida, and I saw Taylor Swift live for the third time, the Eras Tour.
Okay.
It was insane, incredible, and Taylor Swift's management posted me on their Instagram, so that was pretty cool. All right, let's see. I want to give you a hard one. Okay, I like this one. What's something you've been meaning to try but just haven't gotten around to it yet?
Something that I've kind of wanted to try was one of those simulators where you go into like a skydiving thing because I'm too much of a scaredy cat to actually go skydiving. So I think that would be kind of fun, but also really get the feeling of skydiving without actually doing it. So I think that would be really cool.
I've done indoor skydiving twice.
I know you've done it, yeah.
Yeah. It's not scary. It is, what I will say, it's harder than it looks. It's not just like you lie down and a fan blows you up. You do have to use your core to balance in a certain way to make it happen. But you could totally do it. I was actually better at it the first time than I was the second time. Ooh, okay. Name one of your heroes. And I'm going to say this can either be fictional or a real person.
One of my heroes. I'm going to say my mom.
That's a great answer.
Yeah, I know. She's helped me out a lot. Really nice, supportive, and yeah, that's about it. What is your favorite pair of shoes? And why?
Okay. My favorite pair of shoes, I have slippers that are dog slippers. They're little doggies. They're very cute. And they're very comfortable. And they keep my feet nice and warm in the winter. There you go.
Okay, some slippers. Good old slippers.
Slippers. So before we go, Matteo, I would love to tie this all back into the project and ask you a little bit more about what's been your favorite thing about being a project member so far?
My favorite thing about being a project member is probably doing the shows, because sometimes you get a bit nervous at first, but once you start doing it, I think it's really fun. You just got to do it, and then I think it's really fun once you actually start, getting the hang of just going with the flow.
Totally. And Matteo, I got to see you in your stage combat performance earlier this year. You were incredible. Would you say that being a project member has deepened your appreciation for theater?
I think so, yeah. Definitely.
Cool. Do you have any wrap-up questions for me before we go?
Yeah. White chocolate, yes or no?
For me, it's a yes.
Okay.
It is a yes. I'm a white chocolate apologist.
Of course it's a yes.
What can I say? I think it's delicious.
Sure, buddy.
I don't put it in the same category as regular chocolate, like milk or dark. I think it's a different thing, but I think it's a delicious thing.
Okay. Well, this has been Matteo. And
this has been JJ.
And yeah, catch you next time, maybe.
Catch you next time, maybe. You heard it here first. Have a good one.
See ya.
Okay. Hello.
Hello.
My name is Ronald Peet.
My name is Xavier Espinal.
And we are smart partners here at the 52nd Street Project.
Yes, we are.
And we have been smart partners since
2018.
Yay! So that's quite a while.
Yes.
That's 6 years.
6 years.
And you have grown.
A little bit.
Oh.
Not that much.
Not that much?
Not that much.
Not just like a seedling to
Yeah.
a seed to a seedling.
I think like a centimeter
A centimeter.
in height.
That's
and
absolutely lies. You've grown feet.
yeah,
right?
True. Yeah.
True. So this is pretty freeform. Xavier literally just walked in and I attacked him. I bombarded him with like, what we're going to do today is put ourselves on tape. So
That's true.
this is
I'm not going to deny that fact.
But actually, true to form for our relationship, usually I ask Xavier, like, how was your day? So I'm going to ask you, how
And
was
I
your day?
usually respond, my day's good, and then end it there.
And I say, can you give me more information, please? Can you give me a specific?
School is nice.
School was nice. What did you do at school today?
It's the end of the marking period, so there's not a lot to do.
Okay.
But I got 102 on one of my midterms.
Heck yes.
Yeah.
Which one?
APUS government. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, do you have anything to tell me about the U.S. government?
What do you want to know about the U.S. government? Because
Well,
right now it's shaky, but
you got 102 on the test. So what are, like, if I was not somebody who was a U.S. citizen or like a part of U.S. civilization or the culture, what would you be able to tell me about the United States government? That it doesn't have to be that deep, but
I'd be able to tell you that we have a constitution
correct. Okay, great.
that is very important
Because
it basically, so I don't want to get into the anti-federalist, federalist, all of that, but basically what we're doing right now is we're talking about the federalist system and like how our government is, like based off a large federal system and federalism.
Okay, now that I put you on the spot for no reason, there's this jar of questions for moments just like the moment we're in where we're like, what are we talking about? So I'm going to, wait, actually, can you take a question, please?
I will take a question. I remember this jar
Oh.
from my childhood. What website do you visit most often?
The first thing that comes to my mind is like Gmail,
Yeah.
because that is kind of a
Yeah.
website, right?
Yeah.
What about you?
I think it's maybe a cop-out, but Google Classroom, just because.
That's not a cop-out.
Yeah, but then also, I've been visiting Zoom a lot lately because I've had a lot of interviews and just stuff over Zoom.
This is a good segue. Interviews and things over Zoom. What have you been interviewing for over Zoom as of late?
Scholarships and colleges and that whole intimidating
Name names.
bunch of things. Posse.
Posse. Can you tell me about Posse?
Posse is a scholarship, a full ride scholarship, specifically Posse NY, which is a full ride scholarship to one of the 11 partner universities, private institutions that often have struggled with diversity.
Okay.
So that is why Posse exists to kind of not only help with diversity, but also bring in young leaders who may not have the opportunity to go to that school without Posse.
Beautiful. And so who in the Posse are you feeling excited about?
I am a finalist, so I'm close to the end and maybe getting it.
Finalist of how many finalists are there?
There's, it's like, they said the last interview will be like a small classroom, so like 24 to 30.
Okay. Nah.
Okay, your turn.
Okay, so I take okay. Well, how about you hold it? What's worth spending more on to get the best?
So what are we spending in this scenario?
That's a good question because it could
Spending
be,
more of something, okay.
Okay.
What is
It could
the
be-
best?
It could be time. It could be money. It could be energy.
I think it's worth more to spend your time and I would say effort to get the best
On what?
in life.
Hey.
What risks are worth taking?
All of them. That's a lie. There are many risks that I think are not worth taking.
Yeah. Let's start off with risks you shouldn't take.
Oh, what risks you shouldn't take?
Yeah, I'm rephrasing the question.
Okay, thank you. Very creative. A very creative-minded leader. Future leader. Present and future leader. What risks are not worth taking? I think that any risk that literally, not figuratively, but literally puts your life in danger, unless you are saving another person's life, is not a risk worth taking.
I can agree. Yeah. Same answer.
Great. And so, what risks are worth taking, or is that just the question?
No, let's circle back to the real question.
Great.
What risks are worth taking?
Love.
Yeah. I think most risks that other people find enjoyment in, I'm not sure if that makes sense, but like as someone who was always afraid of roller coasters, seeing other people enjoy roller coasters but not taking the risk, I eventually overcame that, and I've been on a bunch of roller coasters.
And now you know the joy and euphoria of
Roller
coastering.
Yeah.
Coastering. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. So facing fear and growing larger or more expansive because of having faced the fear. So it sounds like calculated risks.
Yes. Honestly, don't take a risk unless you know the outcome.
Well, that's okay. Then it's not a risk.
Exactly.
What question would you most like to know the answer to? Very existential.
That is very excellent. We started with what website do you visit the most? And now we're here. I think as a human, there will always be a fear of death. And like this mentality towards death. So my question would be, is there anything after the loss of life? Where does that energy go? Yeah. What quirks do you have?
What quirks don't I have? We live so much in the perceptions of others. Like, we also live inside of our minds, but if we communicate with people outside of us who are loving and honest, we find that a lot of how we perceive ourselves is different than how those outside of us perceive us. And so I could list self-perceived quirks, or I could list quirks that have been reflected at me as things that I do. I could even say that meta-wise, like a quirk of mine is that I overthink things like that. I'm always thinking about self and other and meta and micro and is anything that I'm experiencing what's been experienced by, say, my ancestors or by people across the world right now, because there are billions of so I'm thinking a lot about everything all at the same time.
Yeah.
That's a quirk.
Yeah.
But I've made peace with that because
Yeah.
we are who we are.
With that being said, I sneeze a lot sometimes.
Thank you for making that
Yeah.
succinct. What city would you most like to live in?
Ooh. I think that changes depending on who you are at the time that the question is asked.
So who are you now?
Because right now I may say New York City just because it's something I used to. I don't think there's a city better for me as of
New
now.
York City, as of now.
As of right now.
Because
I think it's just something I'm accustomed to, and I haven't had the opportunity to experience other cities, but I think even though it's not the most positive thing, there's a safety in New York City.
why is that not the most positive thing?
Because sometimes you have to be uncomfortable to get things done.
Like, take risks.
Yeah. Let's not circle back. Let's
keep going
Yeah.
forward. Let's move forward.
But I would say for now, New York City.
What were some of the turning points in your life?
I feel like I can say that I'm a young human. I'm still experiencing turning points. But I feel like the 52nd Street Project was the turning point. Yeah.
Wow.
I feel like I've grown a lot of confidence here because I was in the negatives, but now I'm in the single digits.
You were in the negatives?
Yeah.
Energetically, you mean? Or
Like, in terms of energy and, like, confidence and ability to communicate. Yeah. No, it's your turn.
My turn?
Yeah.
What were some of the turning points in my life?
What-
Or do another?
No, answer the question.
Okay. I'll be absolutely honest. Same for the 52nd Street Project. Emotions. So I haven't been in the same geographic space as some blood relatives for like a long time. Since I was 17, I haven't really lived with some people do that when they go to college, whatever. But even when I was growing up, I was away from family for a lot. And so I kind of did the whole, like, my friends will be family. And for a long time, I thought, like, yeah, that works. And as of late, my grandmother transitioned and my grandfather transitioned. And so that something in me was like, whoa, I actually am a human that needs to be close to blood relatives, not just like mentally, but kind of emotionally, something as an animal, pack animal.
Yeah.
I just feel like healthy, or like like I'm sane when I'm around that. And being your smart partner since 2018 has been like, I feel like family with you, and has been a reason to come back to New York when I don't really want to be in New York, and watching you grow and feeling like I have so little influence on your brilliance, because I just check in sometimes and I'm like, oh my God, oh my God.
It's not true.
But from feeling like I have any sort of like being able to show up and be present with you for big, little, no things, it has changed my life, man. It's changed my life.
Me too. Yeah.
Well,
That's one last question.
okay.
Just to like, not even answer it, just to like, as our
Ooh.
closing statement.
For the listeners to think about and ask each other if they're with someone or something like that.
What is the most annoying habit that other people have?
That was Matteo talking with J.J. Wilkes, and Xavier talking with Ronald Peet. By the way, Xavier did get that scholarship that he was a finalist for. Congratulations, Xavier. And as for Matteo, he's one of the project members performing Setting the Tone, the character workshop coming up in the Five Angels Theater. The character workshop is where the young people create characters for themselves to perform guided by an adult. Setting the Tone is being performed Friday, January 31st at 7:30 in our Five Angels Theater. We hope that you'll come. Free tickets available on our website, www.52project.org. And now for the credits. The project members featured in this episode were Matteo and Xavier. The adults in this episode were J.J. Wilkes and Ronald Peet. The PROJcast theme song was created by Justin and his smart partner Eric March, and performed by Marinda Anderson, Rebecca, and Nicole. The PROJcast logo was created by Iris Brown. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. The 52nd Street Project is supported by public funds from the New York City's Department of Cultural Affairs and the New York State Council on the Arts. We're a nonprofit, and we're able to do what we do because of generous folks like you. Well, that's all for today. Stay safe out there, and remember the project motto, we all belong, we all get along. Until next time, on the PROJcast.
See you next month.
Wait,
Nothing rhymes with month. On the 52nd Street PROJcast.